Yo, what is up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on the video today. We're going to talk about how college football recruiting is actually super easy, and I'm going to reveal a couple of secrets for y'all. So, thanks for clicking on the video. Let's dive right on in. So, first of all, who is this video for? If you are a high school football player looking to compete at the college level, if you're overlooked, if you're under-recruited, if you're just genuinely lost in the process, then this video is for you. The recruiting process from the outside is extremely daunting, but here's the reality. College football recruiting is an ocean a mile wide, but an inch deep. All you need to do is just walk forward. I'm going to run you guys through some helpful tips. I'm also going to reveal a few secrets straight from the Athletes University program. So make sure you guys stick around for those. They are value packed. Now, this video is not for people who think they have the recruiting process down 100%. This is not for athletes that are not looking to play college football. And this is also not for people who despise guidance from people smarter than them. So let's dive right on in, shall we? First and foremost, who am I? So if you guys don't know me, my name is Claude. I'm a former college football player, and I'm a current owner of Athletes University. We have trained over 500 plus athletes with in-person training, and we have taken several high school athletes to the next level through Athletes University. So I went through this process myself, and I've helped many others go through it as well. I have seen success in what I preach, so my mission is to continue doing the same for others so they don't make the same mistakes as me. Shameless plug here for the video on our channel, I Failed College Football So You Don't Have To. If you want to check it out, I'm going to throw that in the link down below. Here's just a little picture of your boy scoring a touchdown in my college jersey. Just to show you guys, I played college ball. All right, I was scoring touchdowns. So let's dive into some success stories, all right? So my boy KB here, he's a great kid from down south. He did not have much knowledge of the recruiting process. He wanted to get to the SEC level. He was looking at a bunch of FCS schools, but he did not know how to make that jump to that Power 5. So what we did was we helped him out, helped him get the right contacts, and he ended up getting an invite to a camp at Mississippi State, SEC camp. Dude got some crazy visit pictures here, as you can see, flexing the gut a little bit. KB has ended up committing to Southern University down in Baton Rouge. This guy is on a full ride, so excited to see him play for the next 4 years. My boy K5 went D1. This is what he says. All you got to do is lock in with the program. Simple P, baby. That's all. That's what it's all about right there. Next story right here, real quick. My boy JP. So he went from sending these long Twitter DMs, just like he was an angry girlfriend or something. As you can see here, kept just getting left on scene, man. Who wants to read that, right? So we taught him how to switch up his strategy, reach out through coaches, through email, and he eventually got the recognition that he deserved, right? So he got this sick graphic made, third-ranked long snapper in the state of West Virginia. Now the story has switched. Coaches are reaching out to him. Super excited to see where this kid goes. He is on his path to receiving his first couple offers here, and as long as he keeps doing what we're doing, then he's going to go play college ball. So enough about me, enough about my boys. Let's get into the 3 keys of D1 offers. So there are really 3 keys right here. First is recruiting, second is training, and lastly is the knowledge of the recruiting process and just knowledge in general. So first one, recruiting. What is this all about? All right. The difference between athletes who make it to the next level and athletes who hang up their jersey after senior year is this. One athlete will know how to market themselves, and the other one expects coaches to come to him. Now, it is plain and simple. Put yourself in the coach's shoes. You spend hours in a meeting with the rest of the staff scheming up plays for the next season. You have a wife, maybe a few kids at home that you got to take care of. You got bills to pay, a team to run, and a whole personal life to keep in check. Now let's think about this. Is this coach going to spend extra time trying to find the diamond in the rough? Or is he going to save time and just analyze the recruits that present themselves to him? Obviously, the latter choice. Now, what this means for you is that you need to learn how to market yourself as a recruit. The phase, just ball out and they'll find you, is extremely outdated. This may have worked for your dad in the 90s when coaches still recruited from newspapers, but nowadays, that just is not the case. Now, if you think you have the talents of playing college football, then you need to know how to show yourself to coaches. Now, there are many mediums you can use to market yourself, and some work better than the others. So you're probably wondering, all right, I get it. So how do I actually market myself? If you want to effectively market yourself to college football coaches, you are going to need a few things. First and foremost is a highlight reel. Check out our Instagram if you guys want to learn how to make a specific highlight reel that's going to get coaches hooked to you. Link down below. But highlight reel, yeah, you got to get yourself on film, right? You got to put a piece of your work together so coaches can view it and determine if they like you or not, quite frankly, if they like how you play. Next, you need a social media presence. So Twitter is very popular with recruiting. Now it's known as X. All coaches are on here. All recruits are on here. You need to have a well-established Twitter because this is your athletic resume. And coaches want to land on this page, learn about you, learn what you've done, learn who's interested in you. And the number one way to do that is through using X. Lastly, what you're going to need is an effective email strategy. So Twitter is great for having your resume up there, but Twitter is not too great when it comes to reaching out to coaches. Why? Because everyone is doing it. Literally everyone is sending long paragraphs to coaches like they're a pissed off girlfriend, and coaches are just not replying because they didn't want to, right? So an email strategy is what works best. That's how you're going to separate yourself. You're going to have to get on their desk, on their computer, right in front of their face so they can't avoid you, right? So let's dive into number one secret right here, the effective email strategy. Now, if you guys want the best self-marketing email strategy, here's what you're going to need. Firstly, you're going to have to find a consistent script that is going to get you replies. So everyone sends the same thing on Twitter, same long paragraph, right? With emails, you can get away with doing that. Now, you're going to need to find out a script that works for you, that gets all your information across, that coaches are actually interested in reading, and they can get access to your film. Everything they need to know needs to be on one script, and that's what you need to send out repeatedly. Number two, you're going to need a banging subject line. So coaches are getting a lot of emails still, but you're going to have to separate yourself through that first subject line right there. So you guys need to be able to hook their attention so they actually click on your email and go through your script. Lastly, you're going to need to know how to find coaches' contact information so you actually have people to send it to. So here is the major sauce, guys. So staff directories on university websites is where you can get most of the coaches that you'll need to talk to. Sometimes they're on like the athletic directories, right? But sometimes they're hidden with like a general email. If you guys go to the university staff directory, not the athletic, the universities, then you can search coaches by name and find their email so you can reach out to them. Now, if you guys want to learn how to effectively implement these things to consistently convert emails into offers, then schedule a call down below in the description. Our athletes have a full system available to them every single day. We literally lay it all out for them. So if you guys want something that like works for you versus having to figure it all out yourself, then definitely book down below. But let's move on. Training. So if you guys want to become a college athlete, then you need to start training like a college athlete. Your strength coach at school, who also happens to be the history teacher and athletic director, that guy's got no idea what he's doing when it comes to workout programs. The age of training has changed. If you guys aren't doing power movements, prehab, accessory lifts, proper warm-ups, proper cooldowns, speed work, and agility work that translates to the field, then you ain't doing enough. You are leaving way too much potential on the table. Now, if you're already dumping thousands into a coach that you only see 2 to 3 times per week, ask yourself, is this really enough? Have you really seen a difference in your game since you started working with your coach that you only see 3 hours a week? Really, take some time and think about it. Now, if you don't have a coach, writing your own program based off a compilation of Sam Sulek videos is not going to make you an athlete. It's going to make you a bodybuilder, which is not an athlete. So guys, really, it's clear as day. Athletes who are training like college athletes before they get to that next level are ahead of the game. You need to prioritize training the right way before you get to that next level. Now, if I could go back in time to change one thing about my personal training, then it would be this. I would include more speed and agility outside of the weight room, as well as prehab for my hamstrings, shoulders, and ankles. I wish I trained the right way, so I found my true potential before I ended up playing ball in college. Now, I avoided these prehab things, and what did it cost me? Got injured, was never the same player. I wish I prevented those things before it actually happened. So you guys are probably wondering, all right, how do I start training like a college level athlete? So if you guys need more athletic drills, more athletic lifts to include in your training, check out our Instagram once again. At athletes__u is absolutely loaded with training resources for completely free. We have lifts on there. We got speed work on there, mobility routines. Literally everything training is on Athletes University. So check it out and start scrolling through our page. But since you guys clicked on this video, I'm going to sauce you guys some free knowledge of how you should be blocking out each of your daily workouts. All right. So this is not like a weekly workout split, but it's just like a day of workouts, what that should look like. So if you guys want to train like a D1 athlete, here's an example of what one of your training sessions should look like. Firstly, you should start off with a dynamic warm-up, whether it's something your coach gives you, something you find on our Instagram. A warm-up is essential, so you guys prime your bodies before you put in that work. Next, you should do your top-end speed or agility work, right? So you can alternate these things. Maybe one day you're doing top-end speed, working on building your like 40 time. Other days, agility work, quickness. That would be your 5-10-5 stuff, pro agility, that whatnot. Before you get into your lift, you should jump into prehab as well. So after you do your speed work, that's where you're priming up your shoulders, priming up your hamstrings, your hips, just before you get in that lift so you don't hurt yourself while you're actually lifting. Obviously, after prehab, we got our lift itself. Now, this is the true Frank's Red Hot sauce right here, boys. So, this is exactly how you should program your workouts. You should do 3 to 4 supersets. Superset 1 is going to look like this. You should do an Olympic lift, so that's like a hang clean, a power clean, a snatch, paired with a plyometric, so like a box jump, single leg box jump, speed work, lateral movements, right? So, that is your first superset. Get those out of the way first. If you aren't learning Olympic lifts, you need to start because you're going to do those in college 100%. Superset number 2 is this, a compound lift. So back squat, a bench, something that's working many muscle groups at one time. You need to pair that with a contrast movement. So something that complements your back squat could be a box jump, right? Similar to a plyometric, really depends. Now, supersets 3 and 4, these are the fun ones. Really, they're your accessory lifts. Here's where you can work on your core, work on your posterior chain, so your lower back, your hamstrings, your calves, and most importantly, arms, right? So we want to look big in that jersey on Friday nights. You got to get those arms big, all right? So people say, oh, arms don't help you with athleticism. They help with intimidation. And if intimidation is going to win you games, then why not work on your intimidation factor, right? The seriously most important thing that you should work on too after your lift is a cool down. You guys need to be jump-starting that recovery process by having a proper mobility routine after you hit that lift. Now, if there's something you guys write this down, include it in your workouts moving forward. This is how you should plan them. So you go into the gym, know exactly what you're doing. Is this. It's bold for a reason. Free sauce for y'all. Alrighty, now into some general knowledge things. So outside of knowing how to market yourself in training, there's a lot to take in when it comes to college recruiting. I want you guys to ask yourself a few questions. Do you know the difference between an official visit and unofficial visit? Do you know what to say when a coach gives you an offer? Do you know what schools carry your desired education in addition to playing football? Do you know what actually takes place at showcase camps? Now, if you are a normal human being, then you probably said no to at least one of these questions. There are thousands of questions just like these that you likely aren't prepared for in your recruiting journey. Now, when it comes to recruiting itself, you should probably find a mentor. Maybe it's a sibling or a friend sibling who is currently playing in college. Maybe it's a coach of yours who has sent kids to play college football in the past. It really doesn't matter who it is. Just make sure it's someone you can trust and someone that has actually sent kids to play scholarship ball. Now, if you don't have a mentor, drop a sub and follow our Instagram. Every day we post some piece of value for high school athletes. It's either nutrition-based, recruiting-based, or training-based. Either way, it's absolutely free. So drop a sub, drop a follow. It's absolutely free. You're going to get tips every single day if you drop a follow. If you guys want to go a step further and work side by side with Athletes University, then check out the description below. You can book a free call with us and we can talk recruiting strategy and what it might look like to work with us. I'll even drop a secret about our program here right now. It's already opened up. So mentorship with Athletes University, what does it actually look like? If you guys want to go beyond just watching our free content and listen up, if you choose to work with Athletes University, you'll be looking at a 12-week program that has actually sent kids D1, and we show you everything you need to know about marketing yourself and training like a D1 athlete. You guys are going to get access to us one-on-one as we guide you through the journey, as well as a comprehensive program where you're going to learn to not only market yourself, but keep yourself at the top of inboxes of over 5,000 college coaches. So we've helped several athletes make it to the next level. You could be the next one if you work with us, but I'm just going to leave that up to you. Wanted to plug it. Make sure you guys know about it because it exists. So as for next steps, what do we got? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys got a ton of value out of it. And next steps, really, we got two options. Option one, just watch the next Athletes University video that comes up. Get some more free sauce, right? Check out our Instagram, free sauce everywhere. But option two, if you are serious and you want to book a call to see how we can take you from unknown to a college football player, let's get in touch. Links down below. The choice is yours. See y'all in the next one.